Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video about UmbrasDarkness. In today's video, you guys, we're going to be going over some Lost Island photos that I was sent today. It's only about a day early of information. I'll be doing a live stream tomorrow, 30 minutes prior to reset, and then for about 3 hours after reset or until the questions end. Streaming on my new server 7 account to try and show you guys what all's there, how things work, what information we have over the next week. Any questions asked will be answered to the best of my abilities, so please come and check out the live stream. I'm also going to be sharing a clip by one of my Patreons. They sent in registration, so after you sign up tomorrow at reset, 7 days later you have to pick a slot, and that can also get pretty hectic, so understanding exactly how to do that will be beneficial for you guys. So we're going to go over that first, then we're going to go over the photos. Thank you guys so much for all the help and all the support. Without any further ado, let's get into it. So again, you guys, this is a recording of an account that's already signed up. There's a couple of really important things. So you can see 2, 1, it's starting. There's like a delay at server like most people have. So faster internet, things like that will do better. Then it changes automatically. I believe she left and then came in. As you can see, so right now what's happening is they're trying to click on the screen to select a location. That's not how it works, right? So that's really important. Don't click on the screen. See, they're trying to swap locations by clicking on the screen. You have to swap colors. So as you can see, these are where all the colors are, right? So let's run that back real quick, right? So again, the colors choose the location. So if you have a certain location that you want, you're gonna want to know what color that is in advance and select it right away. And then also, as you can see, just because it's selected doesn't mean that the map refreshes. So that can be a little bit difficult. So then the slot was selected. So you can see the first 2 slots to go was the pink one and the light orange one. I'm not saying that these are the best slots. I'm saying that those are the 2 slots that the first group chose. And as you can see, the player chose blue, right? The player chose dark blue, and they didn't show up on the map. It just showed the other 2 locations chosen. This does sell out relatively quickly, and then it shows blue, or it shows blue after they've tapped it a few times. It does close up relatively quickly, so you are going to want to do this right away. After you finish signing up, you can press back, go forward to verify that you lock in your slot. As you can see, it doesn't change at all, or you can't change it once you've selected. You can't cancel, so make sure you're ready for your selection properly. And then all the slots are taken within like the first minute, right? Again, all of the slots for the initial sign up were taken in the first 11 minutes. So just be careful about that. All right, and then real quick before we go over the photos of everything that we've seen, I've seen a lot of people ask how the pairings went, if it was really good on power. So this is the first group. As a Discord message stated, this is the group that all the eyes are going to be on. I think they're going to be posting like updates inside of the official Discord. I'll be doing videos. So this is us, server 7, walk, led by Chucky, aka Auntie. Great guy. Center for Ants. This will be us. Again, and then as you can see, even in the top pairing, there's 2 server 12s and 2 server 18s. So you don't just not go against your server. Now, as you can tell, they're all like super high power, so it's hard to balance out and hard to see. Like, it's probably just the top 8 power players, right? Because there wasn't a large pool. But as we see, we're getting a little bit more of an average, right? Most are 5 to 7 mil, 5 to 6 mil, right? And then here, they're almost all 4 to 6 mil, really nice spread, things like that. Here they're all 3 to 5 mil, really nice spread, really tight, really close. And you can see like the server numbers, 100, 88, 99, 99, 185. So it's kind of like averaging out really well and really clean. Same with server 5, the 5th group. 6th group's pretty well there too. 7th group's also there pretty well too, right? 8th group is again pretty well. And then these last two groups, first off, this 302K is actually a server member or friend of mine. And they're in just to see what the event is like super early. So this obviously throws off the power skew huge, right? How are you going to compete with a 302K? But what's interesting is it's not just like the lowest powers, right? Because there's a 43 mil power here, 974 mil power here, and this is 302K. But the player numbers, right, are different here. This is 100 players for 43 mil. So clearly not the only person to put in an account just to see what it's like or fill in a farm account to get like easier pairings is what I'm assuming. But hopefully, again, the spaces are supposed to be ample. So what I'm hoping is that ample is actually ample and we won't have these types of things. If I'm honest, I'm hoping that the server ranges are 50 again. Again, we won't know until we know. They haven't sent out any more additional information. They've just said server 2 to server 500, ample spaces. If I were you, if I were the R5, I'd either be on at reset for building day, right? Groundhog ends 30 minutes before building day starts. That reset at midnight UTC. I'd be on to select or to register. And if you can't be on, give it to a trusted R4, R3, whatever, to ensure that you guys sign up. All right, so all that's left is to go over some leaked photos or whatever these are. Achievements, personal and alliance. So there will be personal and alliance awards. We knew that already, so that's kind of interesting. You can see that it's like 0 out of 300, 0 out of 300, 0 out of 1,000, 0 out of 1,000, 0 out of 2. So I wonder, like, it's got to be like 0 out of 300 items gathered or whatever. But this also means that in order to get like clay where it says do daily tasks and stuff, it may not be the daily tasks that we know and hate, or I mean know and love, of course, inside of the daily task achievement. It may just be these. All right, next you see Alliance rewards, Occupy 10 Wonders. This is Tier 1, and then Tier 2 is 4 Wonders. As far as I can tell from looking at the map, there's only 12 Wonders. So in order for a Tier 1 of 10 Wonders and a Tier 2 of 4 Wonders to happen, either they don't expect anyone to get Tier 1, or its own Occupy 10 Wonders for X amount of time, right? It's not Occupy members for, the whole entire time. Now, as you can see, there's rewards for Alliance Leader, rewards for Alliance R4, reward for Alliance Officers, right? So those 4 titles matter, the Alliance Leader matters, and then R4's matter. The members don't matter, right? So if you're an R4 and if you have a title, and if you're an R5, you're going to get more rewards. So take that for what it is. Remember that when merging server or alliances. I think that's the number one reason to discourage this. If you're not an R4, you're not making as much. All right, so reinforcements will be closed after Season 1 ends. You can see that there's reinforcements. It looks like that you can reinforce a bunch of different things. There's evolution. There's like an evolution tab here. So this is all pretty interesting. But there's not really much to know because we don't know what it is. You march, right? So it says 6 minutes and 18 seconds down here. You can speed up that march. So we know that there's a march, but we don't know anything else after that. And that you can level it up. But we don't know what this is for. I would assume that this is reinforcing like an alliance tower, reinforcing other alliance members, things like that. All right, so this is a last island sand pile, level 2. You can see a gathering speed of 14,400. Whoever blurred this picture out sucks. Again, looks like 14,400. Defender amount, it looks like it's a defender level 6 and then a 6-digit number. It looks like there's like 74,400 per hour Guardian Ant production speed. So this kind of tells us that there are different troop types for special ant or special troops. So that kind of like implies or fixes the answer. Again, I'll be really interested in knowing that. Another important part is that it looks like there's 1 out of 20 for like gathering nodes, but you still have 4 marches. So does this mean you can gather special troops and still defend and attack, right? Because you'll have 4 marches. If so, that's a beautiful built-in character and it'll allow it to do way more. You can also see, right, so this looks like a Guardian troop tile, this looks like a Shooter troop tile, and this looks like a Carrier troop tile, right? So that, again, or this looks like a Carrier troop tile, this looks like a Guardian, and then this is a level 3 Shooter, and this might be like a level 4, right? So you can see that there are different troop types inside of the gathering piles, right? Right, Guardian, anyways. Right here, we don't see any higher level insects, though, level 15, level 9. But we do see the traditional insects overall. So we have different milestones. All season areas have been occupied. Resource nodes, looks like 10 out of 10. Alliance towers successful, 5 out of 5. Anthills for the first time, or first anthills have been enhanced. For anthill enhancement, it looks like 5 times. And we'll have the actual numbers again in 24 hours. I'll be doing a live stream showing everything that I can. It looks like that's how you unlock Hornets, is through milestone 1. So hurrying up and doing like milestones as fast as possible will be super important in order to unlock special creatures and stuff to keep the ball rolling. All right, so you can see Hornet again. Whoever blurred these out needs to work on their blurring skills. It looks like this is a level 17 Hornet, so again, we were supposed to get higher, so that's awesome. It can be challenged when troop power reaches 1.4 mil. Okay. All of my marches, are over 4 mil, so I guess that'll be like a limiting factor for some alliances, like super baby alliances. But level 17 only requiring 1.4 mil, unless this is like special troops, right? It can only be done with special ant troops. This is really sad. And then there's extra rewards, 20 out of 20. It doesn't say that you're limiting the number of Hornets that you're doing. It says that the extra rewards are only 20 out of 20. We don't know how much stamina these take. We'll figure that out tomorrow, hopefully. And you can see that it will give experience to troops because the experience pack that you can buy for $5 USD is right there. Okay, so this one is going over the reputation rank. So what a reputation rank is the more active you are inside of your server, the higher the reputation rank. At the end of the day, based off of your reputation rank, you'll get more rewards. So it's going to benefit those that play the game more, etc., etc. It shouldn't really be an issue. My major concern is what the ranges are, right? So if it's like 1, 2, 1, and then second and third place, and then 4th through 10th place, and then the rest get it, that's not a big deal, right? The top 10 players are probably like really cordial, really good friends, things like that. But if it's like every rank is something different, that could get like... I'm just worried that this type of system, reputation, will cause a rift inside of the alliance. Okay, so if we look here, this is showing 0 out of 10 attacks, right? So we're in a different area where we're not gathering. 0 out of 10 attacks and 0 out of 4 rallies. As you can see, the grid system is relatively the same. This says server 2, which means that we're transported to like basically a different game in my mind. This looks like a level 12 termite farm. Okay, and then you can see the lizards, but then there's supposed to be like a gecko, so I wonder if this is like what the gecko initially looked like. And then you can see the events and benefits tab because we're supposed to be able to do all that the same. But I am really curious what this insect is. And we'll figure that out again tomorrow during the live stream. All right, and then here's the ferries that we've been talking about. Ferries will get you over rivers. You have to build them, stuff like that. It should be relatively easy, relatively straightforward, but it is an important note that you will have to build buildings to get around certain land masses. All right, you guys, and I don't know how I missed this one. I'm really sorry about that. But this goes a little bit more into the reputation ranks that I talked about. As you can see, it refreshes every 24 hours. It talks about buff details on the right and the reputation origins, how to get there. You can see +1, +2, +4, +5. So different tasks are going to give you a different amount of reputation. And then you can see how much you've progressed. Again, I will be going over a live show so that way we can ask all these questions. We can see all the details as soon as possible. So you guys that are not in the top or initial 50 servers, 49 servers, excuse me, will have a week to plan this. We'll have a week to understand and digest this information. If you want to ask questions, if you want to be there, I'm going to be doing it 23:30 UTC to 0300 UTC. Any questions asked, I will do my best to answer. Click around in the map. Show again. Redundant questions, I'll probably only answer like once every 10-15 minutes, just so that way a lot of people can get as much information out as possible. I'm sorry if that time range doesn't work for you guys, but I mean, I can only stream for so long. I gotta work in the morning, you know? So I want to be able to give out content as soon as possible, share the data, stuff like that. If the live stream isn't for you, you'll have to wait an extra day, and I'll probably put out a video on Monday. But the live stream will be as fresh of information and as interactive of information as physically possible. All right, and then again, if you're not reading and you're listening to this in your car, the reputation ability increases higher percentage of troops acquired from those nodes that we went over. So reputation will mean the more active you are, the more troops you get, which is beneficial to the alliance, right? Because you want your most active people to get the most troops, right? Okay. All right, you guys, thanks for sticking along with this video. I know that this doesn't really help server 2 to server 50 so much, but I'm hoping it helps the old or the newer servers, the servers that have an extra week to get this done, and it gets information to everyone as soon as possible that are my viewers. Huge shout out to my Patreon. As much as I'm trying to teach them, they're teaching me every day. So thank you, and it goes the same with my community. You guys, the community is awesome. I learn in the YouTube comments, and I learn in Discord a whole lot. I get brought around the block so many times. Most of my content comes from conversations with people. Either I'm teaching them and I'm realizing it's something that people need to learn, or they're teaching me and I'm like, wow, this is wild. Do some research, fine tune it, and put it out, right? Anyways, you guys know how it goes. Please consider liking, subscribing, sharing this video, trying to reach awareness to as many servers as possible. Until next time, you guys, you can find me in the YouTube comments. You can catch me in the Discord, #1 talker, or worst case scenario, catch me on server 260 or server 7. Until next time, y'all, stay humble, stay happy, stay hungry. Bye, y'all.